my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. This is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I am so excited that you're here with me today. We are going to make a super cute card. But first, we're going to talk about a few things before we get started. And we do have some giveaways that we're doing today. Okay, so first of all, the June inspiration calendar has been emailed. If you do not get this inspiration calendar in your email inbox, it's probably because you either didn't check your spam or junk folder, or because you're not signed up to get my emails. In order to be signed up to get my emails, there is a link below this video. If you go to the description and you scroll all the way to the very bottom of the description box, there is a get my emails link, and you can sign up and you will get this in your email. Okay, I send it every single month, and it's full of creative inspiration for the whole month, and it kind of gives you a sneak peek of things that you can expect to see from me on any given week or any given day that I do videos and stuff. Okay, we are doing a free gift all month long when you place an online order with me of $40 or more using this host code right here. You will receive, and this is linked below the video, you will receive these free from me in the month of June, at the end of the month, okay? Or it might be the beginning of July. FYI, if you placed an order in May and you've been waiting on your free gift, it is coming. I am waiting for it to arrive in my studio so I can repackage it and ship it out to all of you that placed an order with me. So I haven't forgotten you. You will still get your handmade card and your free gift. I just have to wait for it to get here. So that's June's free gift. And then we have YouTube live giveaways all month long. So today, at the end of this session, I'm going to tell you how to enter to win. And you are going to be up to win. This is one winner, and you'll get all these items, okay? This is the Fern 3D embossing folder, the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set and dies, so it's a bundle, and a pack of basic white note cards and envelopes to help you get started with your stamping. So you get all these goodies. One awesome winner will receive these, and I will tell you at the end of the live today how to enter to win, okay? So stick around till we're finished to find out about that. Also, I don't want to forget to tell you that Stampin' Up! Has a sale going on for their kit collection. When you purchase a crafting kit, you get a second one 50% off. I will, at the end of this video, I'll link to the kits collections below this video so that you can see that offer. Okay, what we're making today, we are going to make this corner flip fun fold card. Isn't this cute? So it sits like this. This part lays down flat, and then if this was not adhered at the bottom, it would fold up flat. You'll see how that works. But this is the card we're making. We're going to use, and I have more than one sample to show you, we're going to use this Birthday Piggy stamp set to make this card. And this is a set that is being featured in my paper party that's coming up at the end of June. Now, if you haven't had a chance already to purchase the paper party, PDFs, videos, all the fun things that are going along with it, you can still do that for $39. On June 15th, the price will go up. I will put a link below the video after I'm done with this live here today, and you can purchase that for just $39, and anybody can purchase it anywhere. I can only ship the bag and the enamel pin to US citizens though. So if you're out of the US, unfortunately, I will not be able to ship you the bag and the enamel pin, but you can still get access to all of the online stuff for $39. Okay, here we go. Let's make this card. We are gonna start with, got all my goodies here, set them aside, a piece of 8x8 sweet sorbet cardstock. And we are going to score it at 4 inches. We're gonna turn the cardstock and we're gonna score at 4 inches again, but only down to the 4-inch line that we've already made. So you can just use the little ruler on your bar here. And then we're gonna take, keeping everything in the same spot, we're gonna take our cutting blade and we're gonna cut up to that 4-inch mark, okay? So when you're done with this first part, you have something that looks like this, okay? Now we're going to take and we're going to score the outside triangles. So not on the end that's split, but on the end that's solid, you're gonna score from this center 4-inch score mark down to this 4-inch score mark. So edge to edge, basically. I'm just lining it up in the trimmer here so that I can score. Now, if you don't have a trimmer that has a scoring blade like this one does, you can use your bone folder like this, just like that. See that? So easy. So if you don't have a trimmer that has both the scoring and the cutting, that's okay. You can still just use your bone folder, okay? Now, the next thing you're gonna need is 3 pieces of the In Color 2022-2024 In Color Designer Series paper. These are cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And these two here, I'm gonna stack together and we're gonna cut these in half on the diagonal, okay? So tip to tip, corner to corner. We're gonna just slice them right down like so. And then we're gonna adhere them before we fold this card all together, okay? This is how I prefer to assemble this card after making a couple of them. I have realized the easiest way is to do your assembly while it is still flat. And I like using this liquid glue because it takes a few seconds to dry. And in that few seconds, it gives me an opportunity to kind of wiggle my paper around to get it exactly how I want it. So I am just getting these in place how I want them and then gluing them down, okay? So I love a monochromatic feel. So one of the things that I want to tell you about while I'm making this card is if you are new to card making, first and foremost, get one of those kits that I just talked about earlier. That's the buy one, get one half off. It'll give you a great place to get started. But secondly, if you're like, no, I'm just going to dive right into buying products. Let me tell you, Stampin' Up! Is the place to be for a starter because everything coordinates. The cardstock, the papers, the ribbons, the pens, the markers, the stamp pads, every ribbon, everything coordinates, and it takes the guesswork out of figuring out what to put with what, okay? When in doubt, go monochromatic, okay? So if you're struggling with a design and you're like, you know, I just really don't know what we're gonna fold these corners back on themselves, okay? I really don't know what to make, or I don't know what colors go good together. That is something I struggled with on a personal level for a very long time when I first started card making. Okay, then you're gonna pick a square to put this on. Doesn't really matter which one, okay? So when I first started card making, color was my nemesis. I couldn't figure out what colors went well together, which is probably why I ended up in the Stampin' Up! Family, because I'm gonna show you in the catalog really quick for those who don't know this already. You may have even been a Stampin' Up! Person for a really long time and don't know this, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, Stampin' Up! Does this thing called color collections. So if I am somebody who struggles with color, I know that I can go to the Brights collection, and any color I use in this Brights collection together with another color is going to work. Okay. If I go to the Regals section, any of these colors that I put together, any of them, I could put the garden green with the blackberry bliss and the crushed curry. It's going to be beautiful. Stampin' Up! Has strategically designed their colors to work well within the own color collection. So you got to get a little more advanced to start mixing and matching, okay? But if you're new and you're like, I just don't understand color, this was a big issue for me. I struggled with this a lot. So that is why I love Stampin' Up! Because then I could stick in a color collection. So let's say you are trying to make a summery, bright, fun card, but you're not sure which colors to use. Stick with your Brights collection, you're good to go. Don't veer out of that, okay? That is the beauty of Stampin' Up! And this is actually why a lot of people who get extremely advanced in their stamping, I think, begin to maybe go and look at other stuff in other companies because they've mastered these skills. But I really struggle with color pairing. I struggle, not as much anymore because I've grown so much as a stamper. I used to struggle with composition. So let me show you another tip really quick, and then we're going to get back to the card. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, so if you struggle with things like composition, what is composition? Composition is the manner in which you put a card together. So in photography, we call it the rule of thirds. So if you were to take, we'll just take this scrap piece of paper. I'm going to teach you guys this trick really quick. Okay, in photography, they call it the rule of thirds. So what you want is you want your subject to be in one of these areas, okay? Or down here or over here. Or you don't want your subject to be right there. So if you're making a card, let me show you how this works here, okay? Here's a great example. So this card here, if you take that card and you were to break it up into the rule of thirds, you can see it's in this quadrant up here is where the focal point is. That doesn't mean that there's not other pretty stuff happening around it, but there's a focal center point that falls into one of those tic-tac-toes. So on that card specifically, you can see the focal point falls up here. So your eye is drawn to this space. This card, another great example. Now there's a whole background scene happening here, and this is centered. However, your eye is drawn here or here. So it's kind of, again, falling off center, okay? So let's look at a couple of more cards so I can give you a couple more examples. Okay, so this one here, you can see that the imagery is offset, and then we've got this cool little piece that sticks out here that makes our sentiment. Here you have all this fun background stuff. Now the focal point of the sentiment is in the center, but you kind of have this stuff flowing from behind it. Here you can see, again, offset. It's coming off the side of the bag. Here you can see this is all in the lower corner. So you see what I'm getting, my point is with this, okay? So there's a couple of card making tips for you that will help your cards immediately start getting better. All right. So back to our card here. We've got all of our designer paper put down. We are now going to adhere this 3x3 square. By the way, if you signed up for my paper party and you got the Piggy add-on, you're going to get this card kit in the mail. This will be one of the card kits you receive. So I thought I would create it here so we'd have a fun way to reference it. All right, so we're going to use the Sweet Sorbet, and we're going to do, this little piggy says happy birthday. Why not? This little piggy says happy birthday. Actually, I think we already, never mind. Lies. We have go to your happy place. We're going to keep it the same because I already have these mounted. This piece is cut at a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. And we're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to pop this up on our card. And I'm making sure the corners of my sentiment don't go past the card base, okay? We don't want those corners sticking out too far. Okay, the next step is going to be to score this, and in all of my glory making this card, I didn't write down my scoring measurements, so I've got to go here. I know they're written down on, I think I wrote them down on the, so 1 inch, good grief. Okay, so we're gonna score at 1 inch. Flip it around and score at 2.5. All right. So we've scored at 1 inch and 2.5. And then this end here is the end that we're gonna stamp our little piggy on. So we got our little piggy here. For those of you that have purchased my paper party, you can expect to see an email today inviting you to the exclusive Facebook group. So that's gonna come out today. So I'm using the SU 500 marker from the Naturals collections. And this is the Flirty Flamingo Light. We're gonna turn it over and use the bullet point end. Okay. Flirty Flamingo Light. We've got Sweet Sorbet for our flowers. And those of you who are chatting in, leaving comments, asking me questions, I will be able to respond at the end of my demonstration. I just am not very good at responding while I'm creating. We've got Parakeet Party here for our leaves, and So Saffron for the center of our flowers. I'm gonna close this up so we don't have a disaster. And then we're gonna adhere this down. Okay, so it folds together like this. I'm going to use Stampin' Sil Plus so that we have a nice, heavy, strong adhesive here. We're gonna bring this back in. And we're going to, this will end up being flat, okay, when this is all folded up. So you wanna make sure that your corners of this part don't stick past so you can't fold this up, okay? So we're gonna go corner to corner here on the DSP, trying to hold it nice and straight over the top of this sentiment, and we're gonna glue that down. Now, you can see immediately the problem is that these corners stick out past this edge. We can't have that. So we're gonna flip this over, and we're just going to do a nice straight trim on each side. Okay, so then you end up this really cute little beveled edge, and your pop-up sits up just like that. But it goes flat when you're ready to fold the card up. So let's do that. So this is how you fold the card up. Okay, you could do this many ways, but this is one of them. Just like that. So it's like nice and flat. And then when they open it up, you have this card. Okay. And then the way it's displayed is to be folded together like this into the center. And then these flaps fold back like so. Now you can see there how it pops out. So what I found is if you fold this in half this way and you take your bone folder and you really give it a good crease, watch now the difference. See that? It stays together, no problems. So it's about having this creased really well in the back in order for the bottom to stay together. Now, if I was receiving this card in the mail and I was not a stamper, I would have no idea how to put this together. Like, you know, it comes in the mail like this. Okay, it's in an envelope. I open it up and I'm like, well, what is happening? So what I suggest is to write a little note on a sticky note, a post-it note, to put it on the outside of this card, and even maybe include a photo of how it's supposed to sit so that the person receiving it understands what to do. Here are the other things. The other thing, add yourself a white piece here to write your note on. Now, I'm going to show you my other card. I did another example of this. So here's this one. We're going to set him over here. Here's the other card I made. Okay, so it starts like this. We're going to open it up. And it goes together like so. And there you have it. Happy birthday. It's got the little happy birthday here. And it folds up just perfectly, just like this. Opens up like this. I've got my white piece here for writing the sentiment. And you could see how it's doing that little bit of a thing there. Okay, no problem. We're just going to come in with our bone folder. And no problem. Now it's fixed. All I did here is I used a piece of the designer series paper and trimmed this little piece out and put it on a dimensional. And I made just my little arm here to pop up just like that. So then you get this cute little happy birthday. So the size of the envelope is just a regular size. This card, when it's all folded up, is 4 by 4. So this will fit in a regular old envelope. You won't have to make anything special. And the other thing I wanted to show you really quick is this card was made using the Lovely and Lasting bundle and the Lovely Linen Designer Series paper. So it's just a whole nother concept on the exact same card design, and I really love how it turned out. I think I might even like this one more than the pig. I'm not sure. Okay, so I asked you to stick around to the end for you guys to find out how to be entered to win these gifts and goodies. Now, we're not going to choose the winner right this minute. We're actually going to choose the winner on Friday, this coming Friday. So every week this month, it's going to be on Friday, okay? So this Friday is when we'll choose the winner. Here's how you enter to win. You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So there's a little button that says subscribe. You have to click and subscribe that. If the person we choose is not subscribed, they will not win and we'll go to the next person. So you have to be subscribed to win. You also have to leave a comment on this video sharing with us your favorite thing about summer. You can do that right now. You can do it at any point but before Friday. We will look at comments and we will announce the winner here on YouTube on a post on Friday. So make sure that you enter to win and make sure you're subscribed. That's the biggest piece of this. You got to be subscribed. Okay. What else was I going to do? I was going to grab my iPad so I could look at your guys' comments and messages. Because I want to be able to respond to what you guys are asking me. Oh, I totally forgot to say, there's a free project sheet over on my blog with this. So you can, if you want this, you can go over to my blog, link below the video in the description, and find it there, and you'll get access to that free project sheet. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hello in the UK, in Tennessee. Fun fold cards. Marilyn loves fun fold cards. Phoenix, Ohio. Jean says, I love all your tips along the way. Thank you. Marilyn says, what a good tip. I had not thought about using the color collection that way. Awesome. On a little late. Fantastic giveaway. Gar animals for crafters, which I totally needed. I love it. Hello in East Tennessee. Composition is something you struggle with, Patty. Yeah, it can be a tough one. Ray Henderson. Hello in West Tennessee. Wendy is a great teacher. You're so sweet, Miss Deborah. The piggies are adorable. I agree. Wendy, is your husband moved from ground by helicopter to top of pole? My daughter in Wisconsin is in Wisconsin, and she watched the helicopter of the top of poles. It looks scary. So that is a part of what he does. However, he's not part of that unit, and so he hasn't been trained on that as of yet. Frankly, I would prefer that he stays off of helicopters and dangling from the bottom of them to fix poles. I am already good with the level of danger. I would prefer he doesn't end up doing the helicopter thing. But, you know, knowing my husband, if he's given the opportunity, he's going to jump at it. So, but yes, that is something that linemen do. They are trained to dangle from the bottom of a helicopter to fix lines. Deb Norris, cards are a great distraction. Laying here with COVID. Oh no. I hope you feel better soon. Wondering what size the envelopes are. Oh good, I addressed that. 4x4 is the card size, so regular envelope will work great. Swimming and the beach is Jean's favorite summer activity. Gardening, watching grandkids sports, summer break, family picnics. Oh, I love these answers. My favorite thing to do is spend time with family in the summer. Going to the beach, sunshine, summer, because I love my garden. I love it. Summer, Linda says summer is not her favorite. She loves fall and spring. We're going to forgive you, Linda. It's okay. My favorite thing is homegrown tomatoes. Girl, preach, preach, preach. Homegrown tomatoes. I love me a homegrown tomato. I can eat them right off the vine like an apple. So many good responses. It's too bad SU doesn't have a GUVYTZHS stamp. I know. I have to say, you know, when you hit $1 million in career sales, you get to help design a stamp set that has your name attached to it. So, you know, I've got a lot of ideas in my head, and one of them is by the way, I'm quite a ways away still from $1 million, but I'm close enough that I'm allowed to start thinking about it. At least I've given my permission to myself for that. So, I've started thinking about what I would want it to look like and how I would want it to be designed. And so, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a very country-ish stamp set, which has to have a good old country hound dog, hunter, gunner dog, which will be a GUVYTZHS. So anyway, I think that's everything, guys. We made some really cute cards. This is the giveaway. Again, if you're just joining us and you want to know how to enter to win the giveaway, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you have to leave a comment telling us your favorite thing about summer. And if you have no favorite things about summer, it's okay to say, I don't like summer. That's fine. We'll accept. And if you need the project sheet to make this cutie patootie, it is over on my blog. There is a link in the description below this video that will take you over to learn how to make this. And oh, I have a few other cards to show you that I've received in the mail. So let me show you these. And we're going to choose the winner for these on Friday. This coming Friday, just a few days. So make sure you subscribe and leave your comments before then. Okay, this card is from Jenny Gray, which is one of my team members. She sent me this thank you card. It's gorgeous because I sent her some gifts for advancing Untitled with Stampin' Up. Gotta recognize my girls on that. Tracy Klein is another Stampin' Up LUVLY Stamper team member. she sent me this sweet card. Isn't that funny? They both use the same sentiment in a totally different way. Look at that. I really love it that these people think I'm so amazing. Someone should tell my family. Okay. Rachel Wright, one of my team members, sent me this card. This is a swap card, and it has a little pack of tea inside. So cute. And then this one, I'm saving. I actually think this is from Patty Grooms. Patty is on here. I showed this last week, I think. I'm saving this one because I want to copy it. So I need to put this in my little copy file because I want to recreate it, but in different stuff. So I'm putting that aside. Okay, so those were my random act of kindness cards this week. Gorgeous. And this is the goodies you're entering to win. And I will pull a winner on Friday and announce it on my YouTube channel. I'll probably announce it everywhere, actually. But anyways, that's what's happening, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. If you need any of these supplies, links are below the video. Go to measurements and supplies. It'll take you to all of the things you need to shop, the free project sheet, more photos, all the things. All right. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.